In the last Road to Glory, we had the toughest game of the season as we entered the college football playoff. After our bye week, we had a quarterfinal matchup against LSU, and this was the toughest game that I have ever played in a college football playoff game. No matter what we did, LSU had an answer for it, and we were clawing from behind for pretty much the entire game. However, with a touchdown with just under 40 seconds remaining, our defense managed to get one last stop doing what they've done for us all season long, and we managed to beat LSU, moving on to the semifinal matchup. In the semifinal, we got matched up against Michigan, and our offense was absolutely perfect. Our defense stepped up as well, and it was a much easier matchup as we managed to roll past Michigan 33-16, setting up a rematch from earlier in the season in the national championship game against the Texas Longhorns. And what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Road to Glory. And yes, I look the exact same as I did in the last Road to Glory, because once I won that game, I have to ride the hot hand again. I have to play this national championship while I'm still hot and still able to play college football at a decent level. So yes, we're playing our national championship game today and then potentially making our transfer portal decision, but I really don't know. It just kind of depends on how this national championship game goes, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I have zero idea what I'm going to do after the season. So let's get right into it, guys. We are going into this national championship game with 8 skill points. We do have our weekly agenda, so we could potentially get one more here, but I'm only going to do that one because I want to make sure our health is at its best. And I have 1 energy left to spend, but there's really nothing I can spend it on except for brand, I guess. So we'll put it into that. We have 9 skill points now. Let's get an upgrade before the national championship game, because if there's any time to get an upgrade, it's right fucking now. And I know with the physical, to be able to get the next attribute, to get platinum or Heisman, or I don't know what's after gold, to be honest, of Mobile Deadeye, we need to get to a 94 throw on the run. And in order to get throw on the run, we need to upgrade this accuracy a little bit more. So we're going to throw this into accuracy. That is going to bring us to the 94 that we need. However, we only have 2 skill points, so we will have to wait until we get back to 8 to be able to upgrade this Mobile Deadeye again. And we are up to a 90 overall. So this is good for our sophomore. A 90 overall as a sophomore is huge. All right, so there's nothing left to do, guys. It all comes down to this: Texas versus Notre Dame for the national championship. When I came to Notre Dame, I had very high hopes that I would make it here to the national championship game, but in all reality, I figured something was going to go wrong along the way, and to be honest, it almost did. But we're here, and I'm ready to go. Ooh. These look like national championship unis. I'm not gonna lie. Those look like national championship unis to me. All right, here we go. Let's get this started. Do we start with the ball? We do. Oof. All right, a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Little nervous, but we've made it this far. We did not make it this far just to lose in the national championship game. We're here to win the whole fucking thing, and nobody's open, but I have a whole bunch of running room in front of me, and I am not slow. I somehow turned that into something. That O-line held up beautifully that entire play. Second down, let's hope for some more of the same. Our one gets wide open, our running back on what was the broken route in Baylor has not been the broken route ever since, but it worked. Come on, IU. Come on, IU. I was hoping he'd be a little faster. They are fast. Texas defenders are fast. That's one thing I'm noticing right off the bat here. But we're moving downfield just as fast as they are. And we get the first down. Let's go. I just want to have a perfect game. I don't want to be the reason. If we lose this national championship, it's got to be because the defense just gave up a touchdown every single play or something along those lines. We are not losing this national championship because I threw bad timing interceptions or something along those lines. 3rd and 4. IU makes the catch. Dude, they make catches with the person right on their back, and I don't think I've had any other team that does that. I know I've kind of beaten that dead horse about how talented this Notre Dame team is, but I feel like the amount of times that I've said it still doesn't do it justice. Get it outside. See, like that would have been dropped by like any Baylor receiver. And here we are, Notre Dame throwing fucking dimes. What an opening drive, starting off with a touchdown. Cannot ask for anything better than that. Let's go defense. Is this going to be more of what we saw in week 2? All right, the last time I was inside the 10-yard line, I got safetied. And this would not be a great time to do such. So I just watched to make sure somebody didn't just come blitzing immediately, and they didn't. We're getting a lot of RPOs. Coach is trying to sabotage us, but luckily we got hot routes before, or audibles before we got to the national championship game. Could have just given that to my running back. It probably would have been the better move, but I got a couple yards there. We'll give this one to the running back, though, just so that Texas isn't too honed in on our passing game, because we are going to be passing the ball 90% of this game. So it's nice to get 10-yard rushes like that. I'll take it. Hell, I'll give you back-to-back rushes if you're going to give me 10-yard rushes like that. This isn't even the same guy, but let's see if you can do the same thing the other guy did. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. All right, second and manageable. Come on. I wish to God I should have picked dual threat, because I would have extender. And there's so many of these sacks I would have gotten out of, but it's just unfortunate. 3rd and 11. Oh, and he dropped it. All right. Not a perfect second drive, but the sack, I mean, just really kind of derailed that. Hopefully defense can continue. They do, because they're fucking bosses like that. You know, I might end up winning the MVP of this game, but I would love to just give the MVP to my entire defense. And even if I had won the Heisman this year, I would also have liked to have donated that to my entire defense, because I would not be anywhere if it wasn't for the fact that my defense gives up maybe like 14 points a game. All right, but it is 3rd down, so I would like to help my defense out a little bit and continue this drive, but nobody is open. And oh my God, I managed to get out of there. I was trying to outrun him. Dude, I swigged and swerved all the way out of there. End of the first quarter, 7-0 lead. Defense playing phenomenal. Offense, a little shaky, but not anything too bad. Bottom line, we're in great position to be in right now. Oh, that just made our position a little bit worse. I'm not gonna lie to you. 2nd and 18. I need yards here. And I get the running back. I get all of it. Wow. Once I threw that ball, I did not expect that to get caught. All right. There's like specific plays I'm looking for, but I'm not fucking finding them. I don't like this one either. I'm going to try that. Fuck it. Beautiful. Let's go. 14-0 to start the national championship. Guys, if I seem a little bit quieter than I did in the last episode, and I know I just recorded this after the last episode, A, voice is starting to go a little bit. B, I'm just very nervous right now, all right? And I'm a little shocked that this is going as easy as it is. So I'm kind of just trying to not get too confident or too anything to screw anything up. So far, everything's going very well, though. And I'm not going to lie to you. This championship means a lot more to me than any other video game championship that I've ever gotten. If I can just get real for a minute, I've been trying to do YouTube for like 5 years now, and I've been kind of on and off with it. And a lot of what I want to do on YouTube is series like this, career mode series, where this is the most fun thing for me to play. I enjoy playing career mode series in any game, really. And I have tried it quite a few times with quite a few different games. Don't throw an interception while I'm trying to get all sentimental. I'm thinking a tackle. Fuck it.
I have crippling depression.
Well, they got a touchdown out of it, as I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted. Yeah, this championship means a lot more to me because like I said, I've been trying this for such a long time, and as many series as I've started, I've never been able to stick to it. I've never been able to just stay consistent with making the videos because, to be honest, I hate editing. I hate editing more than anything, and I'm so surprised that was not just caught. So I really locked in this season, and to be able to have gotten this series to the point where I won a championship is just, it's kind of surreal to me. So I appreciate you guys for the support throughout all of it, but I need to lock in here because we're only up by 4, and it's a third down. Oh, he caught it. Thank God. Mushy gushy over. We're locking in. I want this championship, as you guys can tell. There's a minute 17 left in this second quarter, so I can potentially get something before halftime here. I'm just glad that went out of bounds, honestly. And we did start with the ball, so I do want to get something before halftime here just to make sure that they don't get to do anything on me. He's got a step. He's got a step. Let's go. Ooh, all right. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 second left of the half. We're just going to knee it and end the first half. It is 21-10. They will start with the ball for the second half. So hopefully our defense can start with a stop and we can take an even bigger lead here in the third quarter. But we are 2 quarters away, boys. 2 quarters away from winning a national championship. The defense starts off not only stopping them, but giving us the ball in enemy territory to start the second half with already an 11-point lead. We hit the running back for an 8-yard gain. This is looking promising, boys. I don't want to get ahead of myself. There's still a lot of football to be played, and a turnover or something drastic on this drive could definitely swing this game the opposite direction. So let's just keep our heads forward, get the first down, and keep moving. Oh, I would have had him. I would have had him. I would have had him. I would have had him if I wasn't hit. All right, come on. All right, got some yards, 3rd and 6. I don't want a field goal here, but I also don't want a turnover. So I will take a field goal over a turnover any day right now. But hopefully...
Bye, have a great time.
IU is a GOAT. IU is a GOAT, dude. Let's try running the ball here on 1st and goal. It'll also run out a little bit more clock, especially if he doesn't get it. He doesn't. So we'll be able to run a little bit of clock here before potentially setting up something beautiful here for 2nd and goal. Hey, Ben's online. Wide open. Wide open. Did he drop it? Oh, he dropped it. I was about to celebrate that. 3rd and goal. Kind of, I think this is dangerous, but I'm going to try it anyway. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't work, but whatever. We're getting it. We're getting it. Let's go. Oh my God, dude. 28-10 in the national championship game. If defense gets a stop, it's over. It's over. It's fucking over. It is over. Let's go. I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this. Oop, skirt. Nope. Okay. Oh my God. It's happening, boys. In episode 15, no less. Episode 15. It's poetic. It's like it was scripted that way. I would have preferred to do it much sooner in Baylor. I'm not going to lie to you. But this season has just been absolutely magical. Everything that I have done here in Notre Dame, I don't know if I'm going to be able to replicate it my junior or senior year, but we're going to try our fucking hardest. I'm just happy. I'm just very happy right now. I'll take that hit. I'll take it. Take it to the chin. That's how a champion takes it.
What?
Oh my God. So much running room. So much running room. I'm not fast enough though. Damn, we'll get that speed up there. Our senior season, that'll be a touchdown. I'm gonna be smiling for probably this entire 4th quarter. Out of all games, this was the easiest. This is crazy. The games got easier as they went. LSU was the hardest game that we've had to play all season long. Michigan, it wasn't easy, but it wasn't exactly difficult either. And this game has just been a cakewalk, a fucking cakewalk. 1 quarter away from a national championship and the first full video series to make it to a championship on the channel. I'm gonna try this again. I don't understand why it won't let me throw the... Oh, it's a read or play action that time, so I understood it that time actually. But normally when I call those streaks when they're like not guarded like that, my goal is to throw it immediately, and it's just, I don't know why the game doesn't let me do it. All right, we're at the point now where we are just going to start running down some clock and getting out of this game. I tried to actually throw a touchdown pass there, but unfortunately it's 4th down. So We'll hopefully get a field goal out of this. It'll be 31-10. And let's see if defense gets another stop. They do. Texas just stood no chance this entire game. Guys, the stars really did align for us in this game. We wore number 15 all season, which we're going to be wearing for our entire career, barring if we transfer to somewhere and we don't get to keep our number. There's not much I'll be able to do about that, but we got to wear number 15 here. We're going to finish this season 15-0. We're on episode 15 of this Road to Glory series, and we're about to win the national championship. Let's fucking go. Another play. More clock to be run off here, but R1 is open. I'm also stat padding a little bit by still throwing. I could just be running the ball this entire time, but I threw an interception while I was trying to get sentimental in this game, and I'm a little upset about it. So I'm stat padding a little bit towards the end of this game, and you can all suck my dick. 2 minutes left until we pop some champagne, boys. I'm so happy. I am so happy. Guys, if you've been here, if you have watched every single episode from 1 through 15 here and gotten to this point with me, I cannot tell you how much that means to me. I really appreciate you, and please leave a comment below and let me know that you have been here for every episode along the way. And I promise you, it won't be for this giveaway because I've already promised that this giveaway will be random, but I promise you, one of you will be the front runner for a future bigger giveaway on this channel. Yes, that includes you, Amber. Yes, that includes you, Ben. And yes, that includes you, Mike. We did it! The national fucking champions, boys. 15-0. Undefeated season. Undefeated national fucking champions. Let's fucking go. What a season. What a fucking season. And there it is. Your national champion, Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Our national championship performance: 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 284 passing yards, 98 rushing yards, and a 31-10 victory over Texas. Oh my God. Oh my God, we did it. We did it. We did it. Let's fucking go. We end our sophomore season also breaking the single season passing yards record for Notre Dame. We own pretty much every passing record there is for Notre Dame now. And I said last year that the bowl game we won with Baylor was not the banner I wanted to see at the end of the year, but I would take it. This is the banner I wanted to see at the end of the season. Congratulations, you have won the college football playoff national championship. 15-0. I'm just ecstatic. You guys are sick of me talking about how I won a video game title, so let's move on. Just know that I'm very happy right now. FBS independent player, our offensive player of the week. Me and Texas were the only 2 teams that played, so we're obviously going to be the national offensive player of the week as well. Let's take a look at the history update. We add ourselves to immortality, knocking off actually the defending national champion, Texas Longhorns, who went up against Georgia in that national championship game. When our first season, when we were in Georgia, Notre Dame made the national championship and lost, and we came here and got the job done for them. Notre Dame's 3rd national title appearance in the last 6 seasons, and their first title in God knows how long. Their first title since 1988, boys, when they beat a blank opponent, but they went 12-0 that season. It all comes down to this, the transfer portal. Let's take a look at our options here and see what we're dealing with. So Syracuse obviously is an option. We can go to Syracuse right now, but the team that wants us the most is actually Georgia Tech, which I honestly have no desire to go to. I could go back to Georgia. I could make the run back to Georgia and be a starter there finally. But guys, I said it from the beginning. It was going going to happen at some point, and it's happening now. We are signing with our hometown. We're going home. We're going back to Syracuse. I thought about this before I started recording this episode. If I lost the national championship with Notre Dame, I was going to run it back for another season. But because I won the national championship with Notre Dame, I had nothing left to prove in Notre Dame, and it is time to go home and finish where we started and be the quarterback of our hometown team, the Syracuse Orange. All right, we leave Notre Dame in the hands of Dylan Maydew. He's an 88 overall. I'm sure Notre Dame will be fine. They will be the number one team probably going into the next season, but I am going to miss all of these guys. Garrett Lawson, Nick Goodwin, Greg Ayu, and then most importantly, Jack Larson. I am going to miss all of those guys. Hell, I'm even going to miss our running backs. I'm going to miss this entire defense. I'm going to miss the talent that was on Notre Dame, but we have a Syracuse roster that we are ready to bring to the top of the ACC as they start with only a 77 overall. So this is going to be a challenging season. And obviously this can get better. Throughout, once I sim to the next week, it'll go through the entire offseason and all the rest of the transfer portal decisions. So Syracuse could potentially get some more transfers, but after finishing 3-9 last year and 1-7 in the ACC, they might not be so highly recruiting. And they are losing their senior wide receiver, but they did have a stud freshman who already started at a 75 and is a speedster, so hopefully he'll progress some and not leave. But let's find out what we're going to be dealing with going into this. We could have left for the NFL now, and there is a chance that I leave for the NFL after my junior season and don't play for 4 full years of college. We'll have to see. I have not made that decision yet. It really depends on how long this season takes me. But let's move on to it. We're moving into our junior season of our college career and our first season with our hometown Syracuse Orange, and this is going to be a long sim, so just we'll give it a minute. All right, so we're starting off with fan favorite being deactivated. That's always fun, and we're actually starting off on a bye week for week 0. So let's take a look at everything before we end this episode, and we will start next episode with our Syracuse season opener. So we are easily the first ranked quarterback on the depth chart. We have no fear of being benched unless we go academically ineligible. However, we are only a 72 overall with a 74 offense, so this is already not looking great. We do have an 80 overall running back, Ben Carvalho. He's not horrible. I mean, he's elusive. He's a junior. He's got 80 speed. We have some faster guys below him, so honestly, either 29 or 34 to come in, I might be more apt to give them the ball than Carvalho just because of their speed. Looking at our receivers actually aren't too bad. This is actually a better receiving core than we had at Baylor. A sophomore, 81 overall, Nicholas Remmers. Tyquan Hamlin, an 81 overall. We got Austin Townsell, an 80 overall. So 3 80 overall or above receivers, 2 of which with above 90 overall speed. So I'll take that. Marcus Mangum. All right. Our tight end, which is a big position for me because I throw to the tight end a lot. It is a sophomore, 77 overall with 84 speed, Matthew Davis. He looks like he could be a stud, so we'll see what he can do. As long as the offensive line is in the high 70s at the least, I'll take it. And we do have one at a 70, but for the most part, we're in the mid to high 70s, so we can make that work. It'll be tough when we go up against the tougher teams like Clemson and when we get into the college football playoff, if that's even a possibility. And the defense is unfortunately going to give up some points here and there, but the linebacker core looks, pretty good. Secondary, not so much. We might give up some points this year, but hey, we chose to come to Syracuse because we want to lead them to glory, and that's what we're going to do. Let's see what kind of schedule we have facing us going into this. There's not a chance, bro. There's not a chance. I'm not playing at Notre Dame, which is good. I am the home team, but I have to play Notre Dame, my old team, in the second week of the season, my first real game. I mean, the FCS game will be like a practice before we get into that Notre Dame game. So the next episode is going to be a rematch against my former team, and that should be fun. Overall, though, the schedule itself does not look too bad. I mean, as far as right now, Notre Dame is the only ranked team. Obviously Florida State, SMU, Louisville, Boston College, Virginia Tech, Pittsburgh. I've seen all those teams get ranked before, so it wouldn't be unlikely for one of them to be ranked later in the season. But no Clemson, no Miami, and no ACC ranked opponents, at least to start the season. And we have a North Texas and Houston for our out-of-conference play I mean, and Notre Dame. But honestly, if Notre Dame is the toughest one on our schedule, I will take that. And it's poetic. It's just absolutely poetic. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I appreciate everyone who has been here through all 15 episodes to watch us become a champion in our sophomore season. But the work is not over. We still have a junior season to go. And like I said, this series does not end until we are hoisting up a Lombardi trophy in the NFL. So we still have more accomplishments to reach, but this was a huge one to get. So I appreciate all the love on this series. If you haven't checked out the rest of this series, go check out our playlist. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, consider doing so and dropping a comment down below, because as soon as we do get to 500 subscribers, I am giving away a mystery slab to somebody in the comments. So get in the comments, make sure you subscribe, drop a like on this video, and we will see you guys in our first game in our junior season with the Syracuse Orange. Have a great one. Peace.